So, welcome to one more lecture. What do we have today to study? After a long time, I am taking a lecture for 10th standard. We have studied about history, two chapters. Okay, now we are going to start with geography. As you know, you have the textbook. If you don't have, you have the PDF. Your first chapter is field visit. So, we are going to start with that particular chapter. So it is quite an easy chapter. You can take it as a self-explanatory chapter, but the thing is, I need to teach. Okay, so we are going to start with field visit today, and it comprises of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5 pages. 7.5 pages. The chapter is of 7.5 pages. We are going to take 3 lectures for this chapter. We'll divide it equally. Okay, so let us get started with field visit. Field visit, here they have they are going for picnic. They are traveling from Alibag, Khopoli, Lonavala, Pune, Sihagarh Fort, Urali Kanchan, Indapur, Solapur, Nandul, Durg. This is the route which they are going to travel in this field visit. This is a map of India. I know it doesn't look like, but you can assume this is the map of India and Maharashtra. Okay, so this is the route they are going to travel. And Satara, Kolhapur, Ratnagiri, Arabian Sea, Mumbai, this is not the part of their trip, but still I have written for your better understanding, okay, where these particular places belong to. Okay, now the main lead character we have for this particular trip, who is describing this particular field visit chapter, is Rahul. I guess Shah Rukh Khan. Rahul is going on a field visit with his classmates and the school teachers from Naldurg in Osmanabad district to Alibag in Raigad district. Okay, now they are traveling from Naldurg. This is the route they are traveling. On the way they are going to stop at Sihagarh Fort, and then they are going to reach their final destination called Alibag. So what was their experience, what they experienced on the route in their journey, we are going to study about that particular thing today. Okay, from Naldurg in Osmanabad district till Raigad district in Alibag. Okay, the school has engaged a special bus from state transport for this particular purpose. Now they are going from state transport, MSRTC, the red bus which government organizes. They are going from that particular bus. Rahul and his classmate have organized this visit under their teachers' guidance. Let's find out how the students are experiencing the changes occurring in the relief, soil, vegetation and human settlements as they travel from Naldurg to Alibag. Now they are going to note about what particularly the changes they are facing. Okay, the change in topography, the change in the soil condition, the change in weather, the change in people and their lifestyle. They are going to note all these particular things. Okay, now day 1, they are going, first day, they start at 6 a.m. in the morning. Teachers, now what teacher is saying: dear students, now we have left Naldurg and are on our way to Solapur. From Naldurg, okay, from Naldurg they are traveling to Solapur. The first destination, the first halt is at Solapur. Okay, we will have our breakfast at Solapur and lunch near Sihagarh, Pune. They will come here. When they reach here, they will have their breakfast and they will travel all the way to Sihagarh, and at Sihagarh they are going to have their lunch. Okay, super fast bus. Okay, now all of you should observe both the sides along the roads and should observe and note down with references to these points. Now teacher has told him कि आप लोग विंडो से बाहर देखो. You should observe what are the differences you are seeing in the relief, the topography. Relief means the altitude, water bodies, vegetation, soil, agriculture, human settlement patterns. Okay, certain changes which you are seeing, you have to note down. Teacher has commanded the students, okay, you have to do all these particular things given the command. Now, Rahul, yes madam, I can see that we are experiencing undulating topography and somewhere in between we can find plains. We can also see some agricultural fields. Now our main lead character Rahul is saying we are experiencing undulating topography. Now what is undulating topography means? Not a proper pattern of topography. Somewhere the height of the mountain is quite high, somewhere the height is moderate, that somewhere the bus is going from mountains which the foothills of the mountains, and somewhere he is finding plain areas. So there is not particularly a fixed pattern of mountainous areas. We have plains, we have low mountains, we have high mountains. Okay, it is not fixed, proper nahi hai. Next we have is Sakshi. We can see small settlements along the roads. We can also see tea stalls, dhabas, petrol pumps and other shops. Small settlements means छोटे छोटे गाँव उन लोग ने देखे. They saw tea stalls, dhaba, petrol pump and other shops. Teacher, yes Meena, your observation. Now teacher is asking some third student, Meena. Madam, are we going down the slope? Now Meena is asking. टीचर ने मीना को पूछा, मीना ने टीचर को ही क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया दैट आर वी गोइंग डाउन द स्लोप, कि हमारी बस स्लोप नीचे साइड जा रही है. टीचर, करेक्ट. नाउ वी आर इन दी सदर्न पार्ट ऑफ बलघाट रेंजेस. बलघाट रेंजेस इज समवेयर अराउंड हियर, सोलापुर. ओके, बलघाट रेंजेस इज समवेयर अराउंड हियर एंड शी इज टेलिंग कि हम लोग अभी सदर्न पार्ट में जा रहे हैं. दिस इज द पर्टिकुलर पार्ट. This is the Balaghat ranges. Okay, Balaghat ranges comes between okay. They are the eastern offshoots of Sahyadri. Balaghat ranges is the eastern part of Sahyadri ranges. Sahyadri ranges, it runs parallel to Arabian Sea from north to south. Now इस particular this Aravalli ranges, Aravalli नहीं है, Sahyadri ranges का जो eastern part है, that particular part comprises of Balaghat ranges. Okay, Balaghat ranges is a part of Sahyadris. Keep looking at the map given to you and the topography outside. You can easily see the changes occurring in the landscape. Now tell me about the settlement patterns and housing types. Now teacher is asking कि what are the different observations you are seeing. Now what are the different changes you are seeing in the topography, the lifestyle, the pattern of living in people. So Suraj, one more student, obviously bus has many students. Madam, in rural areas we see houses in a straight line along the roads. The walls of the houses are made of clay while use of mud and wood is visible in making the roof. Now Suraj is saying कि ma'am, हम लोग जो अभी रोड से जा रहे हैं, दैट पर्टिकुलर प्लेस इज अ रूरल एरिया, गांव का जो इलाका है वो, एंड दैट पर्टिकुलर प्लेस हैज हाउस बिल्ड फ्रॉम क्ले एंड मड. ओके, द रूफ टॉप इज मेड ऑफ मड एंड वुड एंड द वॉल्स आर मेड ऑफ क्ले. ओके, रेणुका, इन दिस एरिया वी कैन मेनली सी ड्राई ग्रास. ओके, द कंडीशन ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर एरिया, you can say that vegetation is of dry grass. Trees which have shed their leaves are visible in some places. Now there are trees which don't have their leaves, the leaves has been shed out. Okay, teacher, good observation, Suraj and Renuka. Such settlements are called linear settlements. Linear settlements. Now I missed out one thing, that houses are in straight line across the roads. Okay, beside the road they have built houses, like ऐसा बीच में रोड है और दोनों साइड उसके घर है. This particular type of settlement is called linear settlement, the straight type of settlement, one house after the other. We have learned that in standard 7, obviously I guess you people remember what you have learned in standard 7. The houses which you saw are called mud and wood houses. In common language in Maharashtra it is called Dhabyachi Ghare. Okay, these are the traditional houses built by a specific method. The vegetation here belongs to the dry deciduous type. Now dry deciduous type of forest is seen over here. The forest basically it has small heighted trees and it is dry in condition. The climate there is less humid, it is more hot. The vegetation doesn't have more of chlorophyll in it. Okay, the green part is not visible. I see. Okay, just because of lack of water in the air as well as in the soil, because of less availability of water resources as well as rainfall. Because Solapur and the Vidarbha part of Maharashtra, it doesn't have large amount of rainfall. Okay, बारिश वहाँ पर बहुत कम होती है just because the conditions are not suitable over there. And second thing, the rainfall, due to less rainfall, the vegetation there is of deciduous type. Okay, they shed their leaves during a specific season. After some time they reach Solapur city. Now they have reached Solapur city where they are going to have their breakfast. Now we have reached Solapur city. In urban areas the population density is high. Now they have entered Solapur city. So obviously it is a city. They have left the rural part of Maharashtra and they are now, their bus is roaming now in city parts, the urban area. Now obviously the density of population has increased because it is a city, and they have started to see multi-storied buildings like we are living in right now. This is a multi-storied buildings. The one first floor, second floor, third floor, and in that we have different types of flats. Okay, this is called a multi-storied building. Okay, these buildings are made of cement, sand, rubber and water. Okay, now the construction here is done with the help of bricks. We have shops, we have different types of malls, we have different types of articles, we have different types of markets to see over here, and the variety of market is huge. The population is huge. The market is quite huge. The buildings are multi-storied. The buildings are much more clearly built in comparison to rural areas. Okay, students start observing, and while observing they have been distributed the packets of breakfast. Now they are having their breakfast. After breakfast, teacher says, now we are crossing Solapur city. Dear students, see the cultivation around it. What do you see? Observe and tell. Now teacher is telling them कि देखो आजू-बाजू कैसा cultivation है, agricultural activity कैसी हो रही है. Children start observing and they continue to have their breakfast, and they write in their notebook as well what they have observed. Now Savitri, one more student, Madam, I find that the fields are greener here. Okay, when we had left Naldur, we have seen shrub crops and there was some sugar cane, but now I can see that it is mainly sugar cane being cultivated over here. Now moving from Naldur to Solapur, when they were moving from Naldur to Solapur, they observed one thing, that the vegetation was deciduous. Okay, now they have crossed to Solapur, they are moving towards Indapur. Okay, so vegetation over here is somewhere you can say that moderately greener. Moderately greener means it is not much green, it is not much dry, semi-arid type of climate. In geographical language, we say that it is a semi-arid type of climate. Arid means dry, semi means half dry, half wet type of climate. Here there were few sugarcane fields. Now they are just observing sugarcane fields between Solapur and Indapur. Why sugarcane? Because sugarcane requires a huge amount of water. You know, one sugarcane takes 200 glasses of water, you know, to grow, and then it gives 1 glass of juice. Okay. Sugarcane fields are being seen between Solapur and Indapur just because the vegetation over here is a bit more greener, a bit more wet, and the soil is a bit more wet as compared to Solapur and Indapur. Solapur and Naldur, उन दोनों के बीच में जो vegetation था वो dry था. Solapur and Indapur has a vegetation a bit more greener as compared to the previous route they were traveling on. Okay, teacher, correct. When we had left Naldur, we had seen cultivation of moong, urad, and other pulses. Now we are seeing sugar. First they saw the fields of pulses. Now they are seeing fields of sugarcane. This is because availability of irrigation facility. Now what is irrigation facility? Irrigation is nothing but, in simple words, I have made this definition. Irrigation means availability of water in the non-available places or non-rainy seasons. Making water available during non-rainy seasons is called irrigation. Now you can do irrigation by many ways, by making wells, by making tube wells, by making hand pumps, by making you can say that nalla bunding. Okay, nalla bunding is explained to you in 7th standard in detail. Okay, and the most effective way of doing irrigation is making canals. Canals is nothing but artificial rivers, to preserve water. Okay, keep the water when the water is not available. Okay, the rainy season is not there, that particular time we use that particular source of water. Canals, mainly canals. The maximum number of canals found in India is in Punjab. Okay, the cleanest form of water. In Punjab you will find irrigation at a very high level, and second thing, the water they keep in irrigation is also very clean. Okay. Near Indapur, the teacher asked the bus driver to stop at the side of the road. The students got down in a line and gathered around the teachers in disciplined way. Obviously, in every school they teach this particular thing. The teacher told the bus driver to stop the bus at Indapur. Now they have reached Indapur and students got down in a disciplined way in one line after the teacher. And what happened next? Refer to your map as shown there. What you can see to our right are the backwaters of Ujni Dam. Okay, built on the river Bhim. This dam is mainly used for supplying drinking water. It is also used for power generation, fishing, irrigation. Some students are clicking picture around the surrounding. They boarded the bus and the journey started again. Now what has been given to you over here? Now they have a water body, a small water body over here. Okay. Assume this is a water body, okay, and this is nothing but Ujni Dam. Ujni Dam. Many of my viewers, they know that I am not good in drawing or painting or sketching, but still, just assume, okay. Like you are assuming that I am in front of you, assume this is a dam, okay. This is built on the bank of river Bhima, Bhima you can say. This particular dam is used to provide water to the, you can see that this much area, the adjoining areas of this particular dam receives the water facilities from this dam. Now what is dam? It is used to generate electricity as well. It is used to generate it is used to do fishing as well, irrigation, fishing activities, certain activities which are related to water bodies. Okay, students, they come, they have started to click the pictures. Some students are observing what has been given in the map. They study about Ujni Dam and they have been told that the next particular stop is Orali Kanchan. Okay, now this is the particular route they are traveling from. We started from Naldur, and when they started from Naldur, that was particularly a rural area, and in the rural areas they saw linear pattern of housing. Okay, they were traveling at one slope, and they were moving towards southern India. Before reaching Solapur, they observed many things, like they saw undulating topography, they saw cultivation of pulses, and when they reached Solapur city, they saw that the population density has increased. After the density of population increased, they observed multi-storied buildings, they saw malls, they saw different types of markets, they saw different types of facilities which were not there in the rural areas of Naldurg and between Solapur and Naldurg. Then they continued with their journey till Indapur, and between Indapur and Solapur they saw that the area has become more plain, the area has become more greener, the area has become more semi-arid, the soil has become more wet, the crops, the fields, the pattern of cropping has become more green. Okay, not optimally green, but the thing is, it was semi-arid. Okay, sugarcane cultivation was seen prominent over here, and then finally they reached Ujni Dam. Okay, Ujni Dam provides water to the areas adjoining to this particular dam. It is used for power generation, it is used for irrigation, it is used for fishing. The students observed everything and then they sat inside the bus and they continued their journey. What they did ahead we will discuss it in next lecture. Okay, till then stay home, stay safe, like, share and subscribe to this particular video to our channel as well, and share this particular video to your friends. Okay, thank you so much.